Hey guys, how you doing tonight? We just went live. I seen that.
Yeah. Hold on,
JR, are you
let's
gonna do an
see.
intro tonight?
Oh, yes. Good evening, everyone. This is your host, JR, and the beat guy, and the voice in the back of the room. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, you're staying warm because it's cold and brisk. Tonight, we got a couple of interesting questions that we're going to ask. Some of them might make you jump out of your seats, and some may have you go, hmm. Well, stay tuned. Let's get right into it. How you
No, let's
guys
not.
doing tonight?
I'm doing terrible. Why are we
What?
getting right into it? Why don't we ask like how your week was and everything?
Yeah, that's what you come in. You say that. You know
Oh, how
how the
how was your
week's
week?
going.
How was your week this week?
Oh, it was pretty good. I mean, a little crazy. I had a little
A little what?
court I had to deal with, but
Oh,
it was
oh.
pretty interesting.
Same issue as usual with that.
Yeah, same issue.
Ugh. Yo, fuck that. Excuse my language.
Yeah. how
Yeah,
was how
you
was
deserve
your
better
how
than
was your week?
that.
Huh?
You deserve better than that. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
But
My week's a little rough. I'm having some personal family issues and stuff and dealing with that and pushing through it. It's a little rough week. And
I guess
we're in
I guess we
Savannah
all
right now, Loki.
what happened?
We're in Savannah right now.
Oh, nice. How's the weather?
Yeah. The weather is about 60 to 70. What would you guys
Yeah,
say?
high
Okay.
60s and sunny.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We
Very
can apparently we don't just cross state lines with one person who's kidnapped. He kidnaps her mother too.
I'm
Oh,
on the move. Criminal.
okay.
I'm a
Wow.
criminal.
So now he's just really just expanding his trafficking business.
Oh, I heard something very interesting with a NBA player that's possibly in that.
You talking about Bron Bron?
Yep,
You talking about Bron
Ooh.
Bron? You can't say anything wrong about Bron Bron. His Bron Bron.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I can definitely say something wrong about his face, but
Oh, that's
Oh,
cold. That's cold. You hitting Bron Bron right where the hairline disappeared.
you saw what he did to that kid in I think it was France. He told the kid, "Back up." Remember during that Olympic game?
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that? Where the kid wanted an autograph and he was like, nah,
Yo, shout
get
out to
out of here.
Danielle. I see you out there. Yo, really?
Yeah, he did that.
Why?
I have no idea. You would think going international, you would have more, you know, represent better. But he was like, nah, step back, kid.
Oh, really? They did Bron Bron like that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
or they did that kid like that.
No, Bron Bron has the upper hand on everybody.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
I
kidding.
guess there's a theme about consent with him.
There is.
Yeah. Well, when you're in
He's
that position,
consensually
I could,
beating everybody's ass.
well,
I'm kidding. Bron Bron, if he's doing terrible things, he deserves what he gets. Period. Dot
hey,
blank.
what goes around comes around. That's all.
That was said at Diddy's party too.
Really?
What goes around comes around.
No, he's making that up.
No, I'm talking about what was getting passed around Diddy's house. What goes around comes around. That's
I got it.
disgusting.
Just right.
Yeah, that one went right over.
Yeah. Good thing I shaved. So,
nice,
Oh,
nice and smooth.
and you didn't
yeah.
use tomato sauce this week.
No, no,
He's
no.
drinking orange juice, not tomato juice. I peeped that.
Yeah, I did too. Got the
That's
got
right.
the.
I put a little vodka in it.
I put a little vodka in it.
So did you get my text for a couple of questions that I
Yes, the
shared with
one
you
that you
guys?
sent today, the one that you sent later today, we're not putting in.
Well,
Oh,
Only
okay.
because it's
I'll read it for next week. I already had the questions
All
formulated.
right.
yeah, it was
Okay.
kind of like we're in the middle of Savannah. We're
So I'm thinking you're gonna have two in there next week.
yes, and
Awesome.
we got a surprise for everybody
Yeah,
next week. So please tune
I
in.
like the topic, so I just splitting them up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Next week in next week's podcast, we're gonna announce why me and the voice in the back of the room have been floating around from place to place doing this podcast all over the place. Oh, the voice in the back of the room
What,
and I.
what was it that the faceless mother said?
The voice in the back of the room, and I.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I thought that Pseudo told me he grammar's good.
Yes, I grammar good.
Trippy, what's not working?
Oh, Trippy's talking. All right, hold on.
It's not working. What's not working?
Yeah.
Is the video not live?
What do you mean?
Trippy left a comment saying, "It's period. Whoa, it's not working."
On YouTube?
I don't know. It just says it's not working. Trippy, what do you mean it's not working? We need
Yeah.
context, Trippy. Context.
No, we're live. I see it right now. I'm watching.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's not working. Maybe it's Trippy not working.
Let me see.
Oh, maybe I didn't send the live link to people.
Video works for Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video working for everybody else. Trippy, what's wrong with your internet? Internet.
The interwebs.
Yeah, please comment if it's working for you.
I think saying internet, but when you want to be weird, interwebs is better. The interwebs.
Oh, I sent people the wrong link. Oops. No,
Oh.
Well, that explains it.
no, I sent the right link. I sent the right
I was
link.
gonna say that means what?
Yeah.
But it says wasn't. So is that past tense, Trippy? Inquiring minds want to know before we proceed forward, Trippy.
Yeah, Trippy, you aren't supposed to watch the video unless I send you the link. It's kind of how it works. That's
Trippy,
why. That's why
you do
the
what
comment.
we say, Trippy.
That's why the comment feed is people who are getting the links.
Dick.
Hey. We want to control that live feed, okay?
We're not very nice hostages, I suppose.
Damn, that shit was cold.
It said, "Brr, it's cold in here."
So
Cold as ice.
no,
It's
Cold
cold
as-
as New York City.
it's cold as vanilla ice. Ice.
Oh, vanilla ice. Yeah.
Ice.
All right. When you're
Yes, I know. Whenever you're subscribed, it pops up and it says that we're going live, and the one that wasn't working, and I'm sorry.
okay, so I'm going to assume it's working and move on.
Yeah, it's up and working. Trippy.
Yeah, that's all I needed. Is it
Trippy,
working
you
now?
tripping out there?
Is it working now?
Trippy's tripping.
The answer is it's working now.
He's-
Got it. Okay.
He's on the ball tonight.
All right. So to clearly do this correctly, this upcoming show the next one, we're gonna explain why we're on the run, going place to place.
I'm not on the run. I am being dragged.
Yep. You'll get a eye-opening experience of what's to come with the collective media group CMG.
Oh my goodness.
Don't you say it, Caitlin? Say it.
CMG. I say it one time.
No, say it multiple times. It's catchy.
No.
I'm gonna make it catchy.
Hold on. Can I get that dramatic sigh again? Exactly. All right. Anyway, Trippy says, "I see you, gorgeous mofos," which means we could proceed forward because, it's all about Trippy.
Okay, we're good. We got Trippy in here
Anyway.
now. Okay.
Well,
I got my pink drink.
anyway, what is the show?
Cranberry salsa.
What is the show we're doing right now? Random questions.
Oh yeah, start those random
Yes.
questions. Get them fired up and ready.
Trippy sees. I see. Okay. Anyway,
I see.
question 1 is coming straight from Mr. J.R. Michael himself.
Okay.
Starting right out. Have you? So this is just for the crowd. Have you heard of the Blue Envelope program?
JR, what's the Blue Envelope Club?
Yeah, JR. I wanted you to describe it.
Yeah, JR. Does this have to do with
pretty much-
lipstick?
No. The blue
Blue pills.
envelope.
The ones that you get for just him?
No. The blue envelope program is for like cops when they stop passengers or drivers that have autism.
Oh.
Yeah.
Explain that furthermore.
That's-
What's going on with this? So, is it like an
Apparently-
envelope that you hand a cop to say you have autism?
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone's going to have it now.
Okay, no. So it's
I need
pretty
to
much
stack up on these.
pretty much if you're autistic, you get this blue envelope from the police where you can kind of put all the documents you need inside of it, so it's kind of prepared. It's meant to reduce miscommunication between people.
Oh, so they're actually doing something to combat this. Okay. There's been some issues with
I'd
this in
also
the past.
heard it's for cops too, because I didn't. First of all, I didn't know that autistic people can drive vehicles with their conditions.
Well,
Did you know that?
autism is a social disorder, not a cognitive one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah,
mean,
it
I
doesn't
worked-
make you less intelligent or more intelligent in any way or form. It just makes you less socially adapt to modern culture.
So when now here's the question: the blue envelope. I know they're saying to put all your documents in there, but is that also for the cops? So if they stop them, they can show that and say, "Look, this is how you identify me." Is with the
No, I
Blue
think it's
envelope.
more or less for a cop to be able to understand that this person they're arresting isn't socially adapt to the situation. So when someone has someone is like what Charles said, someone's nonverbal and they get pulled over by a cop and they're asked to say their name, they could still drive, they could still function, they could still think, they could still process a thought. It's just they're not socially able to communicate like that. Like a deaf person would have something to show a cop, like a ADA card. You have
Okay.
ADA cards for people with disabilities. Autism isn't necessarily a disability in that sense, so I'm assuming that's. How would you describe it?
I mean, you're definitely able to get disability benefits having autism.
Okay, so it is a disability.
Let's get that straight.
Okay.
But autism is a social disorder. It's not cognitive. There's different functioning levels, right? So you very well might have people who are diagnosed with autism and wouldn't be driving cars. JR, you are correct. But you have plenty of people with autism, go forward, get college degrees, work, get married, have kids, just live life, So
Carpe diem.
you have to, when you talk about autism spectrum disorder, they call it a spectrum disorder just because of that. It's on a spectrum,
okay.
right? You might be low on that spectrum, high on that spectrum.
Yeah.
But what these envelopes are meant to do, for the people who are driving, it's meant to reduce anxiety and improve communication. So, I mean, I do think if you have a police officer who's getting handed that blue envelope, it's going to automatically kind of key them in. Like the communication here may be different. Like that patience level has to be higher. And there is a big push for law enforcement to get more training in regards to, mental health concerns, including autism.
Huh.
Wow.
Very well stated.
Yeah.
I kind of work in the field, even if I'm not right now because I'm kidnapped.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah.
And so, okay, so New York is working to implement the Blue Envelope program. Apparently, in the article you sent, JR, other states have already worked on implementing this, and it's been working relatively well.
What states?
I didn't list what states.
Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't look it up further.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be effective? This blue envelope.
It's already effective. That's what was stated. It's working in other states. So it's I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, my concern is, okay. It's meant to reduce anxiety, but getting pulled over is already a high anxiety situation. Ma, if you get pulled over, are you anxious?
Hell yeah. Even when you're innocent.
Yeah.
I always gave you always give everything from the get-go anyway. Whether it's in a blue envelope or any envelope.
No one's saving Kate. She's trapped.
But exactly, if I get pulled over, I'm automatically anxious, right? So you're talking about people who don't have those social disabilities. So the blue envelope is meant to reduce that anxiety, but that anxiety is already heightened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So my concern is like overstimulation, right? Like, or this person is already overly anxious even with the blue envelope, and they're reacting, and the police officer, doesn't necessarily know how to handle that situation. I mean, they have to
Okay.
get to the point of handing the blue envelope. What I think would work probably better would be having some sort of like like a sticker or something. Like, you know how like on your license plate you have stickers, you have inspection stickers on your cars. Like if you have something that could help identify, so the police
Right.
officer already knows going into the situation, I think that would probably be more ideal. I do think the envelopes are helpful to like kind of have everything all together, but one would hope that, somebody who's driving with autism kind of either already has all that stuff together or has somebody who's kind of helped them ascertain that it should be. But I also recognize that not everybody has somebody to help with that.
Right. And what happens if the, you know, driver who's autistic has a bad day?
That's true too. We all have bad days.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
So,
it's good that they're acknowledging that something needs to be done to improve communication, improve efforts for, officers of the law to have this better education and training.
and well, why don't they do this? With technology today, why don't they just have their plates be registered as when they punch it in? This gentleman or female is autistic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
like
just give it a color code. You know?
well, Cheryl was just saying that in her comment. It says maybe it should
Oh,
be on the registration so the cop runs it, it
oh,
could pull it up.
there you go.
The question would be, would there be something HIPAA related with that? This
Mm,
is health.
oh,
This is
that's
health. This is mental health. Mental health is protected under HIPAA.
Yeah, and no, because just because it's registered doesn't mean that it's not a couple of people driving that car and they both don't have autism.
yeah,
So registration's not going to work.
valid point. Registration
Yeah.
would put in it could be iffy right there. I get that.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. The good thing about the blue envelope program is that they're acknowledging that we need to do something and that they're putting something in place. Like they're not just saying, "Oh, hey, we need to do something. Let's continue to do nothing," while saying we need to do something. They're saying we need to do something and are doing something, and I think that's great. And I think a lot of what we're trying to brainstorm might, like registration stickers, things like that. I think, when I brought up HIPAA, that might be a little
right.
bit limiting.
Yeah. They should. I guess the best thing to do is just put something on the windshield that says, autistic driver on board.
I tell you, if I had a kid and they were driving and they had autism,
Hmm.
I probably would want something that's like, a, autistic driver, because frankly, teenagers get pulled over all the time.
Absolutely.
I would love to have something on there to be like, hey, please don't hurt my kid.
Yeah.
I remember
Please don't hurt my kid.
for me it was 37 times.
Wait, what?
You got
37
pulled over
times.
37 times.
37 times with my black car. Yeah, sports car.
Oh,
Because
is the sports car? Did it have
tinted,
tinted windows?
of course.
What are you doing?
Ooh, I like Cheryl's idea of having a medical card for autism. I mean, I think that's where the idea of the blue envelope is.
Yeah, it's
But
kinda-
actually having a card, I think, is pretty cool.
yeah.
Because lots of
Yeah.
people, if somebody has seizures, they have cards. If somebody has diabetes, they have like bracelets and stuff, that they could wear like
Oh,
in
yeah,
case
that's
of
right.
emergency.
Well, I brought that up. The ADA card that people have,
Yeah.
the Disabilities Act card that people with disabilities have.
Well, if you have autism and you register with, for disability, to be registered as having a disability, you should have an ADA card. Yeah, Danielle's right. When a sticker pinpoint them. So then you're sitting there and saying, okay, well, police officers, you're aware, but like other people who,
Mm.
they might be aware as well. And people are not so great when it comes to people with disabilities.
Hola, sup sup. Shouting out the comments.
Hey there, Stevie.
Oh yeah, Stevie. JR.
Hey there, Westy.
Hey there, JR. Hey there, Stevie.
Wow,
Now I made you guys both blush.
you make it real
Um,
awkward.
Yeah, right.
I just get awkward right up in the position.
He really thinks he's like the world's best wingman.
Oh, I'm the worst wingman. Trust me.
Well,
I'm the worst
should-
wingman. I'm that guy who
Can I-
goes,
I-
who just eats all the wings when we go
I
out to eat
really
wings.
wish I could put my mom's eye roll on microphone.
Oh, I heard
Like,
it. I
feel
heard
like
it without
you could
seeing it.
Hear it.
It's just like
Hold on,
a,
do it one more time. I'm gonna put the mic up to your eyes. Yeah, you totally heard that.
She got you.
yeah.
Stevie said, "I never blush." Get it, girl. Anyway,
Ooh, that's some swag right there.
Who's my bestie? That's my bestie.
Oh, someone said, "Hey, pseudo." I don't get it.
Hey, Suda.
I should get a drink.
And
Yeah.
Cheryl said, "Hey, Jr."
JR's not
Hey,
blushing.
Jr.
JR's not blushing. He tried tomato juice out this week.
If you saw, I mean, do you, Suda? You can't talk about blushing. You have those rosy cheeks from the sun like Santa.
Oh, my cheeks are rosy from me just being happy. So, ain't no blush over here.
Anyway, the blue envelope program.
The blue envelope program. I think it's actually really good. I think it could create it's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's the answer, but I also think that like making it there's a lot of things like what we discussed tonight where if we were to do it different ways, it could cause some issues. Like the blue envelope could also cause issues because what if your friend takes the card, the envelope, and decides to drive with it because they can get away with certain things? There could be issues with that. So,
Well, usually names come into play.
well, yeah, I get that. But
We're like photo IDs.
I mean, I had a sibling, not saying any names, dropping any names, who claimed to be me, and I almost pulled it off.
Were they in a car that was registered?
No, they were in a car that wasn't registered
Yeah.
that was stolen while they were drunk.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Still love them.
Siblings, right?
I almost pulled it off, too. Almost got a DUI that night.
Yeah, and we would have gotten away for it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Meddling kids.
I guess Vinny was the meddling kid.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I didn't find out
You were
about
the
it
meddling.
until afterwards.
You were the meddling kid for not allowing that to occur. How dare you?
Oh man.
I didn't even find out until afterwards.
Really?
I found out when someone was doing some hard time.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, moving on. So, what's the verdict with the blue envelope program? Like,
And that dog.
I think it's 50-50. It could work or it may not work. Just because it works now doesn't mean it's going to continue to work. We don't know. There might be flaws and they're going to have to tweak it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're going to come out with yellow envelopes or red envelopes, or purple
Mm.
or hot red like Vinny likes.
ah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Break
I mean,
into
I
this
think
room
everything.
like Kool-Aid man.
Everything is trial and error. There's plenty of things that have been put in place and revoked because they didn't work. The fact that it's in other states, I think bodes well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
can you tag
Cheryl.
that?
It wasn't a stolen car. It was Cheryl's car.
Wow.
It was a setup, I tell you.
Wow. 2 siblings were involved by the 3rd sibling. All right. Anyway, I like that there's an action plan in place. Stevie
do
said
like
Vinny
hot
likes
pink.
hot pink, and Wesley said and ponies.
Yo. Lots and lots of ponies.
Wow.
Yo, $5
Really?
ponies.
With polka dots.
$5 pony rides by Mac Miller. Go listen to it. It's a good song. Not now, after the show.
You could also talk about what's her face,
Oh, thank you.
Roan, the Pink Pony Club.
Oh, Pink Pony Club. I like Pink Pony Club. I don't think it'll work in the long run because of the blue bucket issue for Halloween with kids with autism. Well, I
What
don't,
blue bucket issue is going on? Are people giving a hard time for that?
and that was Danielle who commented that.
Yeah, Danielle, are people giving a hard time to kids with the blue buckets? Because you could be literally 57 with a blue bucket and I'm giving you candy. But then again, you could be 57 without a blue bucket and I'll be like, happy Halloween to you too. You
Yeah.
also get candy.
And if you come to my house with a blue bucket, you're probably getting more candy.
Frankly, I don't care what your age is. If you come to my house and say trick or treat, you're probably getting candy.
Frankly, I don't care what colored bucket you have.
Yeah, you could come. You don't even need a bucket. You could come with a sleeping bag, and I'll fill it.
Honestly. We're all just candy givers over here.
Pillowcases, sleeping bags, backpacks,
Dirty little candy pushers.
your mom's purse.
Whoa.
Not on Halloween.
I'm like, hello, 63-year-old. Here's some Whoppers because the youngins don't like them, but you do. I got candy for each generation.
I even got those pretzels when you're in your like late 30s.
I'm waiting
And that's
for
all
my.
you want to eat.
I keep increasing the age to so I could get a snark ass comment from my mom, and she is not budging.
And Brian, you're right. It
I
has
was going to
happened.
say applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. That's for the youngins.
No, that wasn't for the youngins. No.
The babies, the ones that you got to give those little applesauce packets that you
No,
squeeze.
sugar free.
Oh, never mind.
Applesauce.
Now we know what that's for. Oh yeah.
Applesauce.
I'm gonna start giving out Kool-Aid packets. I'm
right.
bringing sugar back.
All right, so I think we could all agree that there's like a hopeful feeling behind the blue envelope program. Like, okay, people are acknowledging something needs to be done, and they're trying to put things in place or an actual action steps. But we're gonna have to see what happens and see how it gets tweaked.
Okay.
It'll be forever evolving and dissolving.
All right, I liked the topic. JR was reading it, and I went, "Aw, look at this, JR." I was like, "JR sending topics I like over here."
I got inspired by you guys. So
Yo, and
I liked it.
and shout out to everyone who likes black licorice or any type of licorice. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
screw you, Stevie.
Stevie said Whoppers are the worst, up there with black licorice. You know what, Stevie? The kids loved when Gracie left them black licorice.
Yeah, Gracie. Yeah,
That's one to explain. That's like an insider that no one else on this podcast is gonna get. When Aunt voice in the back of the room pretends to be a haunted child ghost on vacation. Anyway.
Oh, you want us to start giving out shots for adults on Halloween? Yo, I only give every parent that walks around with a red Solo cup, I give their kid extra candy. That should be enough.
Actually, I go trick or treating every year. There are 3 years of my 36 years I did not go trick or treating, and that's after I cried when somebody told me I was too old in college. Anyway, and then I got out of college, and friends had kids, so started trick or treating. So rock on. Shout out to all my nieces, nephews letting me trick or treat my entire life.
I did.
And somebody had adult like alcoholic ice cream shots that they had made homemade and were handing out to the adults.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dead.
Wow.
Oh. There's a lot of comments that just came in.
Westy enjoys that.
What you said?
Inspiration's best motivation. I'm reading the comments. There's a lot.
Stevie said Sawyer just mentioned Gracie. Honestly, being in Savannah, all I keep talking about is Gracie. Stevie.
Yeah.
I shall meet her tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to meet her tomorrow.
I'm going to introduce Mom to Gracie tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just
We'll
that
take pictures, and next week when you start finding out why we were traveling, you could put two and two together and figure out the rest.
It's perfectly acceptable that she's meeting her at a cemetery. JR's like, what?
I have no idea.
Okay, so
The real troopers
about-
give beer to the parents.
about 3 years ago, I went on family vacation. That's what my friends and I call it. We call it family vacation together. And we went to Savannah, and we went to a cemetery with the kids. The kids loved all the haunted stuff. And there was this little girl who had died of yellow fever, and her name was Gracie. They think she haunts the place, and the kids were obsessed. The kids were obsessed with Gracie. So what Aunt voice in the back of the room did was she started texting the oldest of the children, who was 7 at the time,
Wow.
as Gracie. And she started leaving them things. So she was like, oh, look, I ate black licorice in my day. You could try it. And then they would leave her like warhead gum, so I had to like take bites out of this gum that's disgusting to keep up the jig, you know. And they hated the black licorice, hated it. And then like I had Gracie ask the oldest if he was betrothed yet. And then my friend's daughter was like, why won't Gracie do anything for me? So Gracie left her a sock with a hole in it and a sewing kit and told her she needs to mend her brother's socks.
Oh,
Because Gracie died in like the 1800s. So I was doing it. This was a period piece of mine, JR.
I see.
She found new ways to
Anyway,
torture children.
You now all know about Gracie. Anyway, the kids have been talking about Gracie the past 3 years, so I feel like Aunt Voice in the back of the room killed it.
She definitely did.
So, why don't you take a trip out there?
We're here.
We're here.
Oh, you're here. Well, hey,
We're in
you add
Savannah
it to
right now.
to your volume of. I don't want to give it away, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
we're adding it to that. There's something with that
Okay.
coming.
Yeah, but I'm totally going to be introducing the faceless mother to Gracie tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh,
She,
all
I think
right.
I'd like to think the faceless mother is proud of me for pretending to be a ghost child. Listen, she raised me, so just think about what she.
I just think you should introduce them to stuff.
I should introduce them to the stuff. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, now that you all know the story of Gracie, are we ready for question number 2?
Yep.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We transition well because it's about dead children.
Training day.
Anyway.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
This is my darkest question of the day. So there's actually 2 that are pretty dark, but this one's the darkest. You know me, I always have one. Like last week we had the whole conversion, commutation of life sentences and all that. Here's my dark one of this week. Have you heard of the murder of a teenage girl by her father due to him disapproving of her TikTok videos?
What?
What?
Wesley says, hey,
TikTok videos.
Hey, Westy.
Yeah. So apparently this father disapproved of his daughter's TikTok videos and he shot her.
Wow. What
She
was
was-
her TikTok videos?
Yeah, Stevie, that got dark quick.
Was she
Welcome to your
doing-
best friend.
Was she doing unboxing videos of caskets?
No, I don't know. I don't quite know what the content was, but so there's some context here. Okay, so this is a Pakistani family that's been living in the U.S. for 25 years. They recently moved the whole family back to Pakistan. Now, this daughter gets killed. He tried to blame somebody else. Yeah, he tried to blame somebody else, but he finally admitted to doing it. And his brother-in-law was also arrested in relation. So they're thinking it might be something that's called an honor killing, which wasn't so uncommon in Pakistan, where you commit a murder of a family member to protect your family's honor. And they said that they didn't like, I guess, like how she dressed, the content, like different beliefs. Now, mind you, this teenage girl, she's 13, 14, lived in the United States her entire life. Now, I will say Pakistan does not play because they give life sentences for honor killings. So starting in 2016, they changed the laws to give life sentences. Yes, they did. So Pakistan doesn't play. So I want to make that part known, because I don't want it to be like any racist type stuff. But yeah, the country itself is not about it. But since TikTok was recently on the line and TikTok was going to get shut down and there's all these things related to TikTok, I kind of wanted to throw it out there. Like, if anybody's heard about this and what we think about like TikTok content and like, I guess stuff that could come from it.
Well, I got one question. And I'm going to say it again because I said
Stevie
it
said
earlier,
hi,
and,
Mama
and I
Kay.
think it went over. I went over everyone's head. But was she doing unboxing videos of caskets?
I heard you.
Okay. Because,
So they just shoot them now? They don't cut their heads off?
nah.
There was no stoning. It was a bullet to the head.
It's
Wow.
quick and innocent.
She was like 13 and a half.
She did videos her dad didn't approve.
She grew up in
No, I'm kidding, I'm
she
kidding.
grew up in our in United States culture.
That's sad. It is kind of sad.
Yeah.
I don't bring it up just to be like, hey, this happened. I bring it up because it brings up the conversation surrounding TikTok content.
Well, there should be age limits on who can and cannot make TikTok videos, but then you get into the speculation of...
Oh, wait, you're going to put up, are you 18? Yes, no. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm 13, and I'm going to say, no, I'm not.
I was just about to say that. How do you enforce it?
This kind of brings up, hey, follow up. We talked about Australia trying to put age bans on social media to be 16.
Yeah,
Like a couple months ago at this point.
and the problem with that was the only way to enforce it was with biometrics and putting kids' fingerprints in the system.
That wasn't the only way. They said that was one of the ways that was being considered.
I don't agree with that one at all.
Same.
100% at all.
Same. I agree with you. We came to the same conclusion as a group, right, JR? We all disagreed with biometrics being used for it. It's very hard to track, but we're in a fishy state where it's like you have to put restrictions on these things. If like, I know it's on the parent because the parent was a POS and shouldn't have taken it out on his kid in such a way, but like, it's the parent's fault. There should be things in place where the parents should be. I don't even know how you punish someone for that. Like, what do? You throw rocks at them?
So Stevie says to follow up with facial recognition and a picture of your license. The faceless mother over here is shaking her head saying no.
No, that's invasion of
No.
privacy. You can't.
No, I'm not saying invasion of privacy. No, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. It's gotten out of hand with facial recognition and all of that.
And how do you... All right, so you got to put up a picture of your license. So now your license number is in the hand of another person. Now you have to worry about security on another site.
I mean,
you have to worry about, because that license number they could take from you and go ahead and take everything from
I don't
you.
know. My license number's all over the place. My license number's on when we bought our home, when we sold our home, when I had to get fingerprinted for 500 different jobs with 500 different people, my license number is on our current lease.
Yeah.
So my license number's everywhere. That's not my issue.
By the way, we're not homeless anymore.
Oh, yeah, we're not homeless anymore. Anyway, moving forward.
It's your choice if you choose TikTok.
Ooh. Stevie, I mean, I like it. It's your choice if you choose to TikTok. I think here's what gets me.
That's a good point.
Google watches like everything we do. On my phone, it's like, oh, hey, I overheard you talking to your mom about how you'd hate to take a job in bereavement. And it's like, here's this job in bereavement, right? Today we were talking and Vinny was like, yeah, that's solid. And it's like, the definition of solid is, we didn't say, hey, Google, what's the definition of solid?
Don't say that out loud because not everyone's going to get the definition of solid.
I know. I just started laughing. I don't know if you saw me, Pseudo, but I smirked real
Let me
big.
look it up.
Anyway.
Hey, Google, what's the definition of solid?
Yeah, but the bottom line is like, okay, so it's tracking all of that, but it doesn't know whether I'm a kid or not and whether I could be on the site or not.
Yeah.
See, it's not so simple of your choice if you use TikTok, because children just see social media. And a lot of people don't know that TikTok is banned in China from children.
Oh, really?
TikTok is banned from a lot of content in China that is played here. So it is not a simple, your choice to use TikTok. It's just not yes, it's your choice as an adult, but children, it's a different story, and it's not just so cut and dry simple anymore. It's just not.
What
Do you see Stevie's thing that said my
Stevie,
phone just did that? Stop
saying that.
Stop saying that.
Hey, Google, what's Stevie's middle name?
Okay, so pretty much if other places are able to ban different social media sites or content from children, like, what is the issue we're having with banning certain content or sites from children? there's parental controls on things.
Here's
there
another thing.
is.
That is true. That is. I'm glad that I didn't have to deal with that. I'm glad I didn't have to deal with it.
We would have taken the parental controls off.
And TikTok has been on a run with advertising since the reinstatement and
Yes,
everything,
but I
where they're
would've
saying
had
parental
discussions
controls
about
on
it.
everything. Have you guys seen the commercials for that?
There would have been
Yeah.
open discussions about it in the house.
Right.
Have
But I don't think you would have ever shot me in the head because you disliked my content.
Her phone said danger. Her middle name is Danger.
Stevie Danger ever heard.
Danger.
Danger is her middle name.
Okay, so Danger. But you guys watch TV. We all watch TV. You see commercials on there. TikTok has been on a run since being reinstated, saying that they're putting parental advisory and things in place for that. I'm not saying that they are. or
We would
aren't.
have, again, I say we would have removed
What?
the parental advisory.
Yes, in every pharmaceutical commercial I see, if you could read the small print quickly enough, you'd all take it.
I agree. I'm laying out facts and statements.
We love the fine print here at J.R. Michael and the Beat Guy.
I also there was a joke that I heard years ago. I don't know the comedian or anything, and I'm not going to say the whole joke because I don't want to joke steal. Unlike me.
Yeah, he usually steals my jokes.
Hours. Who's-
You're aging
They
yourself.
they joke that you're born with a Google account. If you're born with a Google account,
Don't have one.
you have your age tracked from when you're a child. It's tracked on your Google account. You have to have a Google account for school now.
Next thing you know,
can't
I'm gonna
do
have
school
a.
without it.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna have a
Oh, good thing I
tracker.
don't go to school because I don't have a Google account.
Next thing you know, that I'm gonna have a tracker put in my wrist that tells everybody when I'm 30. Logan's Run, anyone? Logan's Run.
So
Oh wow.
Ooh, Danielle says my oldest daughter's phone and tablet has been set for her birthday, and she can't access certain apps due to her age.
Give her
okay, so
time.
there's things in place. Okay, so has this genius of your daughter, which she is a genius, I've met her.
Oh yeah, she's a genius.
She has bypassed this. I guarantee it already. It's already been bypassed, and she's already doing what she wants. Have you caught this?
Stevie says I'm old. We all are, baby.
And what do you do when she bypasses it? What's your action? And Jr., you have daughters. How do you handle
Yes,
this?
I do.
How do you handle this?
Ooh.
I put parental on.
Put parental controls in.
Yep.
No, he just parentals.
How how do you parental?
He's a good parental.
Yeah, you parental. Be careful. You might be parentaled.
my mom might parental me right now.
Well, I
Oh,
put
JR,
it on-
you're not old. You're
Ooh.
getting younger.
No, Jr. said that to Stevie.
I'm lucky. My kids hate social media.
That's
Well,
true.
because the
None
thing
of
is
us are
that
social
I had
media
it very
fans. That's
open
correct.
the stuff, and the kids kept charging my credit card, so I had to put something on.
Oh, so the money made you do it. The money made you do it.
Oh man, being a dad of girls.
What were they like?
Uh,
They were buying every unboxing video they found.
they,
Yeah,
they
listen,
were
that
buying
is.
games. They were buying games and getting all the add-ons and stuff. And I
You
was
could
like,
have shot them. It'd be
I see all
easier.
these charges. You know,
Yo, have you seen some of these games that these kids are playing? Some of these games that these kids are playing are literally like playing slot machines for kids. You go into a game like Roblox and stuff, and you like play it for like 10 minutes, and it's literally like you gotta pull this lever, put a bunch of money in, and then if you get 3 things that are the same, you get more money. So it's literally like they're getting taught gambling at a young age.
Yes, they do.
How do you parental advise that?
Parental advice. All right, Danielle says she can't bypass it because I get alerted when she tries.
Okay, so,
So,
when did the alert stop, and then what did you do then?
What I'm hearing is this father could have just put parental controls that give him alerts instead of purchasing ammunition.
I like what Stevie did. She bought a $9 app. I hit her tablet. Game over. She didn't say
Respect.
that, but
I love it. No, I actually really like how like Stevie at her sister my other friend Amanda, like how they manage it. Like their kids act out on their phones, on their devices, on social media. They're just like, I guess you lost your device.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Talk about
JR's like, I can't do that.
I'm
I
not
ain't
gonna
dealing
lie.
with it.
Amanda, her oldest son
I get it,
is.
JR. I get it.
Amanda, her oldest son is 10, and he did something on his phone she didn't like, and he lied about it, like something on social media, on YouTube or something. And she took his phone away. I don't even know how long ago. He has not gotten that back. And she goes, "Oh look, he's playing outside like a kid. This is nice." So she's like, "I don't think I'm gonna give it back."
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't throw a tantrum or anything.
He did, but I guess eventually he realized that the more I throw tantrums, the less likely I'll get it back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Vincent, we have to. I know we're Samsung people, but now we have to be Apple people because I want full access to your tablet so I could watch what you watch. I want to see if I like it.
Oh yeah.
See, Benjamin cleans his room so quick when his phone is gone. Same thing.
Oh really?
Mm.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Note taken.
That is called negative punishment. I'm taking something away that causes you discomfort because you're exhibiting a behavior we do not like.
Well, let me ask you a question. If a kid had to choose between allowance and their tablet, which one do you think they would choose?
Tablet.
Tablet,
Yep.
which is sad.
Tablet.
Mom, can you ask me that question? Can you ask me that question, which I would choose? Can you ask me that question?
Which would you choose? A tablet or the money?
Mom, the money. I watched a video today here in Savannah of a girl whose parents sold all of their earthly belongings so that she could open up an arts design college.
Shout out to SCAD.
No joke. We got roped into this whole video about the creation of SCAD, and this woman's
Yes,
parents
you
sold
need-
all of their belongings to open so she could open this college. And I immediately whipped my head to look at my mom, and my mom immediately turns to me and goes, "Oh no, I'm not doing that." And I was like, "Give me the money, come on, like, where is it?" And I showed up, like, cough it up.
And we
Oh,
will,
Stevie
and
said,
Stevie,
"You really-"
I will sit you down with Caitlin and we'll have a watch along. No,
Stevie, I want you to know, the videos that Vincent watches, I've had to sit there and watch them with like James and Wesley. Like it's like, hey, we're building this whole Lego town that takes up this entire bedroom of my house. That's what he watches. So
I watch build it videos. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cool, but I get bored after a
I
while.
watch things that like are like 10 hours of building something, and I learn how to build it, and I just watch them on like loop.
Yeah.
It's weird. I watch build it and podcast videos. I'm a nerd.
I don't want an Apple device because I don't want Vinny to watch what I'm watching on my non-existent tablet. I don't have a tablet.
Oh gosh.
The video you made me watch involved midgets, Lube, and P. Diddy.
I watch those too.
Hey Stevie, don't let Trippy see that. That's like his dream.
But minus.
Oh, you have to add in a suitcase.
You gotta add a
lot of
suitcase
baby
to that.
oil.
998 bottles of baby oil on the wall. Take one down, pass it around. It'll probably end up inside somebody at a Diddy party.
Nah, I wish that was funny. Try again with another song later. We're still waiting on Cheese Grater.
Oh, Cheese Grater's coming. We wrote more lyrics to it. Me and Miles got to that
Can I
one.
tell you? Yeah, he has enlisted
Fuck
help
Miles.
with Cheese Grater.
Fuck Miles.
All right. Anyway, okay. So reeling it in.
Shirts
I
coming
know
out
this
soon.
was. I
Fuck
know this
Miles.
was a really dark topic, but I think with TikTok being in the news, being banned, cutting off, coming back, blah blah blah, extension this, extension that.
Wow,
you
it
know.
sounds like a Viagra commercial.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it kind of is. I mean, like,
In and out, in and
You-
out.
yeah.
Extension this, extension that.
If you can't get an erection, try social media.
Oh, that should be Instagram's ad.
Anyway, so I brought it up. Yes, it's very, very, very dark. And I wanted to tell the whole story because I don't think like this is just, it's bringing up the whole idea of content. It's bringing up the whole idea of parentaling. It's bringing up the whole
Parentalin.
yes, parental. It's
Parental.
bringing up a whole lot of conversation that's surrounding this. So once again, when we talk about something like TikTok, and not even just TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of it, but TikTok at the forefront, because that's what the young kids like, right?
Yep.
The TikTok, she says back here. The young kids like the TikTok. Anyway,
The TikTok and this.
it brings
and
up
the
a whole lot of
shaking and the
conversation.
Turkish.
It brings up a whole lot of conversation. It brings up a whole conversation about TikTok, social media, parental controls. This also brings up a whole conversation about culture, and changes in culture, because the country itself is not in support of this. They're like, hello, you were found guilty, you get life in prison. Like, this is not okay just because this is something in our history, so there's a lot of conversation here. That's all. I was reading this, so I was like, hey, this is sad. Are you ready for a real dark question today?
I see.
Yeah. What's the next question? Let's just move on. I'm done.
Anyway, so I guess it comes down to parentaling. Okay, moving on. That's our verdict.
A new word, parentaling.
Yes,
Are you-
parentaling.
Legal parentaling.
It's almost 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Are you parentaling?
it's 10 p.m. parentals. Do you know where your children are? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Parental.
Question three. All right, we're gonna lighten it up a little bit here.
Like and subscribe, please.
If you were able to give one piece of advice to your 12-year-old self, what would it be?
Ooh.
Do not have a crush on that girl.
Ooh.
What girl? Actually, we'll leave it vague. I
Yeah,
like
let it
better
be
like that.
vague.
I like it better like that.
Be careful of the women.
I'd probably tell myself to invest in crypto, Bitcoin, immediately, and pull out in 2020.
I would probably tell myself in 2020, help short GameStop. Parentaling only happens in the largest state of Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh. JR, that's a story.
We could save that one for a minute.
That's a story. All you need to know is that Pseudo had the gall to tell us that Pennsylvania is the biggest state.
Don't
Really?
get married until you're 30.
Ooh, don't get married till you're 30. Do you know what? I did not get married till I was 30, so I agree.
I wouldn't have any kids. They were all born by the time I was 30.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
That would mean that the voice in the back of the room wouldn't be here, Stevie.
Yeah.
Ooh. I do like the idea of not getting married till you're 30. I would say those little bitches in school don't matter.
Those little bitches in school don't matter.
Work out now.
I literally would go back and
Cardio. Cardio, 12-year-old. Cardio.
I like that, Danielle. Stay focused on your goals. It's a good one right there. I like that.
Become a dentist.
Why?
They make a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
I think it's like relatively fair work hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, people's mouths are gross, but it's interesting. I'm like, oh, cool. Let me pop this like weird pustule in your mouth. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a gynecologist makes good money.
Yeah. If I wanted to have my face in pussies, I'd be doing a different job besides gynecologist.
Oh, that was cold.
Ow.
I would say stand up for yourself.
And I'd be a lot wealthier.
Ooh. I don't know.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Dentists have a high suicide. I didn't know that. Thank
Yes,
you,
they.
Stevie.
Yes, they do. Stevie, do you know who
Really?
else?
Why? All they do is see mouths every day.
Very depressed. Very
Oh,
depressed.
it's because they got that nitrogen on
Oh
demand.
my god.
They could just hit it whenever.
Oh,
Actually, so they do. But do you know who else also has a very high suicide rate?
who?
Veterinarians.
Uh.
What do you mean, Stevie?
Oh yeah, JR. You gonna put that whole head in there?
I'm just gonna say. Well, I've seen that video.
JR's like, yo, I'm gonna use the duck lips
Well,
tonight.
Talking about that video that I saw on Vincent's Apple tablet.
JR's like, I'm using the duck lips tonight.
Anyway.
I don't know. It's funny you say that, Stevie, because when I was 15, yes, I wanted to be a gynecologist. I changed my mind.
Wait, why'd you change your mind? Did you change?
Yeah, I changed because my mom, she. Never mind.
This
I
is
won't
a
say it.
story.
Wait,
This is a story.
Wait. I want
It's
the rest of
very-
this. Reel this one back in.
I don't know.
want-
Does this have to do with the lipstick?
Is this the lipstick theory?
Lipsticks. No. I'll leave that.
Did you find
off
your
the
mom's
air.
lipstick?
Was
and
the
then you were
lipstick
like,
on a
no.
different pair of lips?
No. We'll leave it mysterious.
Ooh. All right. It was his first thought, not even a second thought. All right. Have you guys? So this is what I'll say. I've had to give urine drug screen. We want the story.
We want the story.
We want the story.
We want the story.
Anyway, this is what I'll say.
JG Wentworth, we
This
want
is-
it now.
This is what I'll say. I've had to in my career. I've had to give plenty of urine drug screens, and the things that I've seen come out of vaginas during those periods of time. I would never want to be a gynecologist.
Ooh.
Oh man.
JR.
I don't even want to get into it. I've seen some freaky things.
Steve, I'll tell you, but not on air. Not on
Oh, hashtag not on air. Hashtag
exchanging numbers this
yeah.
afternoon.
I was gonna say that.
air.
Right. Any other?
It's okay,
I like guys too.
Say it,
Daniel
JR.
says say it.
Just say
Wow,
it.
you are getting teamed up on today, even in the
Yeah,
comments.
man. Pick on JR? Come on.
Even in the comments.
No.
Hey, you started that. You started, and then we're like, never mind. Okay, so anyway, like and subscribe. Do we have any other? Oh, do you really want me to go about this, Stevie? I really don't think you do. All I'm gonna say is, pretty much, have you ever seen like a specimen cup, like pretty much in a birth canal that's being used to collect menstrual blood? Because I have seen that removed. Anyway, moving forward, that's just one
Not a
example.
picture I want to see.
It's not anything you want to see. I'm so glad you did not become a gynecologist for your own mental health.
All right,
JR.
wait. Run that back. That's actually kind of clever.
No, it has to be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, but it's kind of clever. Like you're out of product and you got that little cup sitting there. You're like,
I mean, I also watched
I
her.
don't-
I also watched her cath the urine out of her urethra. So
Give me a
she's
minute.
smart.
I gotta get
This
a
girl's smart.
anyway,
that takes a different level of intelligence.
Stevie said, "I like the emergency room shows. I'm twisted. I feel it."
JR, what happened to your video?
I think he said I gotta go, or like, I don't know. Maybe one of his kids needs him or something.
1 minute. We're gonna pause for a minute and just talk about random stuff.
Anyway, does anyone else have any advice to give their 12-year-old selves? Faceless mother.
Too much. Too much to think about.
Wait. He has a prop. That's all I hear.
Stevie said
No,
Jay was
I
blushing
am
off
not
camera.
blushing, Stevie. I just
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you
Look
are.
at this.
Oh, he got the bottle.
Yeah, I
Damn.
saw Vinny drinking, so I said, "Why not?"
Oh,
This is cranberry
heard
soda.
he heard what I had to say about like things that you see, and he's like, I can't do this sober.
JR's like, yo, pop the cork.
Okay.
We're going in.
Anyway, all right. So
Dino
if
style.
there is going once, going twice, if there's no more advice you'd give your 12-year-old self, we'll move on to the next question.
Find
I am-
Caitlin Kearns is the other thing I would give.
Aww, you're just throwing my whole identity out there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're not gonna find it on social media. Anyway, as my mom said, she's happy her kids are not fans.
JR isn't blushing off camera, by the way.
I
JR
think-
was something
All right,
else off camera.
We're gonna move on to the next question. I think I'm going to remove one of these questions just because it's super long and drawn out. Anyway, I'm gonna skip some questions because I have some fun ones and some of these are less fun.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
agreed.
So next fun question. Have you heard of the woman in Sydney, Australia, who hasn't gone grocery shopping in 4 years?
What?
Yo, you were telling me about this earlier.
Yeah,
I'm
but have you
curious
guys
about
heard
this.
about her?
No.
Well, I heard what you
Fill
told me
me in.
about her.
Have you heard about her?
No.
Faceless mother?
No.
Wasn't she like digging through trash cans?
Yes. All of her food comes from the dumpsters behind the supermarkets.
Oh, yo, she a dumpster diver. Yo, this girl's probably saving so much money and eating better than all of us.
Are you serious?
Think about what you throw out at a restaurant. Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
No.
Yo, you throw out whole meals, whole entire meals after every single time someone comes in and out. People just leave whole entire meals, fully cooked and everything. You just right in the bag.
Anyway. So, yeah, I actually got this story from the Good News Network. You know, I like them over there. And she said she thought it was weird at first until, like, somebody sent a picture of, like, what they got. And she realized she could kind of, like, get all of her needs met. So, like, pretty much she said she, you know, knew that this stuff happened, but never really saw it as, like, an option of putting food on the table. Now
Berries.
this was in Australia. She has moved to a different country since then, and she still does this. But she said, oh yeah, she moved to
Danielle.
Denmark. She said she's only had to buy household items like toilet paper, dish soap, and toothpaste. And
She ain't buying
in
toothpaste.
the last year, she only spent about $100 in supermarkets.
Really?
I have hiccups,
Wow.
but yes.
Damn. That's, you know what? I worked in a restaurant. You throw a lot out every single night.
No,
we
I
would
believe
fill it. We would fill, like, I worked in a pretty good restaurant. We would fill the dumpster every single night. We would have someone come in the morning and pick it up.
So, I mean, part of it is like she's big on food waste, so you know that was part of it. But here's my issue: she doesn't need to do it. Like she could afford to buy groceries. Like it's in the article. She has saved tons of money by doing that. My issue is this: if we're really going to talk about food waste and all of that, and like doing more, you know, some of the stuff has only been expired a day or two, or has some slight damage to like. There was like a 12-pack of kombucha. They put it in the trash because one bottle was broken. The problem is this: these stores will dispose of these items and mark it as damaged, mark it as loss. You know, for their taxes. Say here in the U.S. anyway. That's what I'm familiar with. But if they're not allowed to donate it or give it away if it's expired by a day.
Kentucky. In Kentucky, they give it to the homeless shelter. The produce they could no longer sell, the food they could no longer sell, it's all donated to the homeless shelter.
Oh, that's good.
I do know that 7-Eleven marks their products to come off shelves early so they could donate them. And I found that out from Undercover Boss when I was watching an episode of that.
Right.
Because the person who was going undercover was mad at the 7-Eleven because they were cycling them back through in one of the cheap 7-Elevens
Yeah.
and ignoring it. But they're supposed to do that at the 7-Elevens and pull them off shelf a day or two early and donate them immediately at that point. Everything.
Shit, I'm about to go dumpster diving with Stevie behind the Whole Foods.
I'm down.
She said 5-star places. I assume she means Whole Foods.
I mean, yeah, we all know what 5-star grocery stores are.
No, okay. I'm not gonna hate or judge on it because like people got to do what they do. It saves a lot of money. The food's not rotten, right? Like you were just saying, in Kentucky, they're donating it to the homeless shelters. You're feeding people fresh produce. So when you're talking about people who have food insecurity, you're talking about people who are like, I don't know where I'm getting my next meal. And when they do get their next meal, I promise you it's not fresh produce. I promise you it's something processed.
Well, imagine
Filled
if-
with all those dyes we were just talking about last week. Like imagine if, okay, so this woman's doing this. She doesn't need to, but it saved her tons of money. Like I'm not going to hate. But imagine if instead of dumpsters and like all of this, like we actually sat there and we're like, oh, look, feeding America. Like, oh, look, reduce food waste.
Let's say
Oh, look.
hypothetically,
Let's stop-
Walmart
let's stop being
implemented
snobs.
what
No, I'm just
7-Eleven
I'm
soon.
going behind the liquor store.
I'm with you. Problem is that doesn't expire.
It indeed does. Cream liqueur does.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't want that one. It's expired.
Remember where we were? We were at a family party and somebody had purchased cream liqueur and we're mad because it was expired. So somebody's like, "Oh well, I keep a stock of cream liqueur," and they pulled it out and it had been expired for 14 years.
We drank it.
And,
What's a little?
and they drank it. They drank it and they're like, "It's fine."
Yeah. It just didn't taste like normal cream. It was a little custardy.
No, it was not.
Okay.
No, he's lying. It was honestly, I
chunky
didn't
like
drink. I didn't
cheese.
drink any. It was not. It was like normal cream liqueur, but it was funny.
Yeah. So imagine if Walmart did what I just described 7-Eleven does. Pulled it off shelves a little early. And donated it to homeless people.
Here's my thing. Why are we even having to pull it off shelves? The expiration date does not mean it is bad.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
true.
It means there's a limited time
It
until it
just
has to
means
be.
you cannot sell it after that date.
Yes.
Yes, they did. They turned into zombies.
I
It
am
is.
just sitting here
Good question.
praying for the apocalypse. Stevie, don't tease me.
I just want to eat brains already. Can we just get to it?
Be careful what you wish for.
I mean, I'm gonna bring it.
I'll shoot you in the head.
I'm gonna bring in some of those. I'm gonna bring in some of those sweetbreads.
Oh, did you hear? New
No.
Orleans, they're saying that there's vampires there.
Yo,
Honestly,
I just left.
hey vamps. I've always wanted to be a vampire, so not in like a weird way, but like in a. I told my family that we'd all change each other and live forever way. So just like let me lose about 80 pounds and get my hair perfect and my nails in the complete right like length and shape, and then you could bite me.
Bite
Wait,
me.
is Nicolas Cage living there again? Is Nicolas Cage living there again?
Yo,
I
Nicolas
have
Cage.
no idea. I have no
Nicolas
idea.
Cage. Nicolas Cage. Yo, I love some Nicolas Cage. Not because he's good at anything, because he's terrible at everything.
I'm very
No, he
entertained
makes-
at watching him overact.
Yeah, me too. He makes a lot of good movies.
The beast, the beast, the beast.
Mommy, Daddy, save me from the pain of living. That was from Long Legs. It was horrible.
You
Anyway.
remember 60 Seconds?
Yeah,
Yo,
Gone in
I
60
do.
Seconds. Okay,
I do
yeah,
remember that
was a
movie.
fun
I
one.
wrote a whole song about that movie. Don't
Okay,
even play games.
That is true. I mean,
Eleanor.
I'm partial to Con
That's
Air and Face Off.
Yeah, I wrote an
Oh,
entire
yeah.
song about that
Face
movie.
Off was good.
Yeah, I liked Face Off. They took my face off. Yeah, I'm a fan.
We found it in an antique shop, and I almost bought it.
He did. He
Good
was like,
one.
"Oh, look, the best movie ever made," and it was Face Off. I was like, "Don't play it."
It was
like
a
that
Blu-ray
movie.
DVD of Face Off, and I was tempted to walk out of there with it.
We don't have a DVD player.
No, but I got an Xbox.
We do. We have an Xbox. All right.
Oh, you can
And it-
play it on the Xbox.
No, I got the Series X, so you can still put a disc in it. It's not one of the consoles where they took the disc out and you can't own your games anymore.
Right.
You know, like PlayStation does.
But here's my thing. No hate to this woman with her 4 years of not grocery shopping, but I kind of like want to rally all of the like homeless shelters and all of these food programs and all of this everything and be like, let's go on a mass raid of the dumpsters behind these grocery stores.
I'm down. I'm down.
Let's get back to
Yeah.
the vampires in New Orleans.
Yeah, so what's going on?
That's
with-
actually a much more interesting topic. We're going to talk about that, JR. You should have sent that to me.
Yeah.
I should have. I've seen a couple of documentaries.
All right,
on
so next week we're
YouTube.
going to have a question about this.
Okay.
Let him talk. We want to hear it.
No, I saw a couple of documentaries, and they were saying that they've been sighting vampires. It's crazy. They
Oh,
found
these are people who
bones.
get their teeth actually like they get the fake fangs actually like implanted and stuff.
The Rock is a great
Uh,
movie.
No, it didn't say that. It said that they were actual vampires. No cap tooth or extensions. They were supposed to be real. I thought it was weird.
Oh,
but
shit.
I'll
Oh,
send
I'm
you the
totally
video.
looking this up.
Word.
Yeah.
We need to We're gonna have a follow up with this. This here's gonna be a carry on right now.
Real vampires in New Orleans. There's no evidence of real vampires in New Orleans in 2024. The city is known for its vampire lore and has hosted vampire-themed events.
Oh, I'm going.
They have a New Orleans vampire ball.
Good movie.
I want a
The
bite
Rock.
of that.
Listen, yeah, I
Sean
mean, you
Connery.
talk about vampire lore, talk about like Anne Rice. Like so many of her
Yeah.
things take place in New Orleans. They have a lot of
Anne
witch lore
Rice.
and voodoo lore and horror lore in general.
Yo, my
Just read Anne Rice.
yo, there is. I want to go to that town. What is
Hold
the
on,
town in
hold on,
Austria
Hold on,
that like Dracula actually came from, and the person was actually based off of?
Transylvania.
Transylvania. That's it. I want to go there.
You say it's
There's
true.
a Transylvania University.
Is it really?
Yes, there is.
What is? Where is it?
Kentucky.
It's in Kentucky.
I'm not even gonna lie about what I'm reading something.
I'm
on Reddit
more
right
likely
now.
to apply to Transylvania
Oh, yeah?
University than I am to apply to Savannah College of Arts and Design.
No. Listen, when we're making jokes, their show is cool, but they just wanted donations.
It's in
Huh?
Okay.
Lexington.
Lexington? Can we go there?
A private university in Lexington.
Dude,
Can we go there? Like as like a little
Yeah, they're
trip?
woke. I'm sure they woke.
Oh.
Lexington.
okay, so I don't even know. This is like on Reddit, and it's the longest Reddit post I've ever seen in my life. But I'm going to cut down to the bottom, and it says, the parade was at a standstill, and most of the streets leading to where the parade starts. I have no idea where I am, and out of nowhere, she says, that's supposedly a real vampire house, not the cosplay ones, not the human ones who drink it for kicks. The real ones hang there. What?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to become a real vampire, go to New Orleans and get bit.
Apparently, I just have to find where this real vampire house is. I don't know.
So you don't
Hey.
age.
No.
You're thirsty all the time.
Yes.
Huh.
This is a whole thing about like.
Hmm.
There's a whole
Can you
story
eat
here.
food still? Can you eat food
No.
still?
No.
I don't know.
But
Some,
does, like,
some,
but-
pe-
but
some
does-
vampire movies so you can, some
Okay,
say you can't.
but maybe like you ate surf and turf today, and I drink your blood today, and I'm like surf and turf.
Well, yeah. If you drink someone's blood, do you taste the food they ate?
Yeah, JR knows.
Okay, there's apparently a whole bunch of
He's
things.
my vampire expert.
Possibility.
Don't play games.
Now, mind you, I don't have a
Possibility.
TikTok, so TikTok keeps showing me things about vampires in New Orleans, but I don't have a TikTok to watch any of those
Well,
videos.
maybe-
So I'm gonna hand her my TikTok so she can go through that because I put my ID in for TikTok.
Now, here's another thing that says vampires in the deep south. All right, so this is way too much for me to read while we're on this podcast, but I promise you, I am going to be reading a whole hell of a lot about this.
Yeah, we're gonna come back
Send me,
to this.
Send me what you got, JR. I definitely want to revisit this because I am interested. And I think that would be a fun thing to talk about.
Send me on my way.
Okay.
Send me what you got. Yo, I didn't know there was more comments.
Yeah.
What vampire movies eat food?
That's you, Vinny.
What was the one that we just watched?
We were just Night Teeth.
Night Teeth. Night Teeth on
Really?
Netflix.
What was it? Was that what it was called, Ma?
I think so, yeah.
Danielle said blood banks.
Yo, you know the people who created tampons? They're just vampires.
vampire
Really?
tea bags.
Yeah, they're vampire tea bags.
So they be teabagging it?
Yeah. It brings a whole new definition.
I wonder if any of them
Shut you
became a
down.
gyno.
JR beat you at your own game, pseudo.
There you go.
Yeah, he did. He got me there. He got me there. I got a jab right in the jaw. I felt that one.
JR, we're like so proud of you over in the side of the room. I want you to know.
Yeah.
Well,
You just
I take-
teabagged me. I felt it hit me in the eyeball.
oh man. I feel like
Wow.
it's rare.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Most things say that vampires can't eat food. You are correct.
Yes,
Stevie.
most things do. But I would love to be a vampire that could still eat food. Food tastes too good to
Yeah,
give
but
it
like if you're a vampire and you keep the same physique forever and you could eat whatever you want, that would be awesome. That's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Danielle said, "Let's not go back to the recycling products." You weren't here last week, Faceless Mother, but I was talking about how diapers are being recycled into
Toilet paper.
toilet paper in Japan. Her face. Her face. I know she. I know she likes.
with shit.
I know, like mother, like daughter, and she likes being off camera like me. But her facial expressions are life. I promise you. You'll have to take my word for it.
Yours are too.
Everyone should go back to cloth diapers, and there wouldn't be this issue.
Well, we would
That's
recycle
true.
those.
No, no, you wash them. It's called wash and wear, and then guess what? They don't wind up in piles and piles and piles in garbage dumps.
Well,
She's
They're
right.
not in Japan.
She's
They're
right.
being
recycled.
recycled into toilet paper.
What are you talking about? They're wiping their ass with
I
it.
want you to
then they're
know,
recycling that in the
Danielle. I want you to know this is your fault. We're talking about it again because we were totally
Yeah.
not going back there.
Yeah, we even we kept shit out of this whole conversation. This whole
Yeah,
night.
I
we didn't
literally
mention it once.
don't have one question involving shit. Cheryl said, "I wish I could see her facial expressions. Their life, their life."
Their life.
We don't need to talk about shit.
Ain't that some shit?
Anyway, all right. Next question. Now, I have two more here. There's two I'm not gonna do today, because
Okay.
they're not nearly as fun. I'm gonna move past them. All right. Next question. If you could be an inanimate object for a day, what would you be?
Oh, you guys start this one. The ones in the back
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
start this one first.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, I have
yeah, that's
no
nice.
idea.
She has to say that one on the mic. Say it. Say it or I'll say it.
I want you to know her hands are covering her face as she's turning red laughing and she's shaking her head
I don't.
no.
No one else heard this, but I did. And it was the best possible thing. Jr., this is what you would wish to be.
Faceless mother.
You would wish to be this.
What did you say, dildo?
Not me. I wouldn't want to be one of them.
Yeah,
Well, that's what you said, so I don't know. Evidence to the contrary, apparently. The faceless mother wants to be a dildo for a day. How lame if you just stayed in the bedside drawer the whole day. You never got any action the whole 24 hours.
you just sat in a dark container all day.
Me.
You're just in a no. If I were a dildo for a day, I would be in a satin casing, and I would be nice and clean with the dildo cleaner they sell.
And
You
your
would have to
batteries
get
would be dead.
Yes, thank you. Get recharged.
My batteries buzz strong. My batteries are rechargeable, bitch.
Well, that was a good one, though. That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So what else? If you could be an inanimate object for a day, what would you be?
You guys both have to say an answer. And she voided her answer, so she has to come up with another one.
No, because my answer was for someone else, so which not right. That's not right.
Dun,
don't
dun, dun, dun,
know.
dun, 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 dun.
It has to be something fun, like
If you could be an inanimate object for one day, what would it be?
I don't know. I was also kind of thinking dildo. I'm not gonna lie.
I think everybody.
Stevie, okay. Used and abused.
Listen, but can we choose? Can I be like?
A
Can I be
traffic
like-
light.
Can I be like,
That's a
yo?
good one. A
can I be
traffic
like-
light's a good one. I see that.
I want to sit there and be
Get
like,
turned on and off
hey.
all the time.
can I choose whose dildo I am though?
So you want to be used and abused?
I mean, hence I
I would
said,
be-
can I choose
I would-
whose dildo I am?
I would be a tampon.
Oh, that means you'll get recycled
You're
and
gonna
turned
get-
into toilet
He's
paper.
going to get soaked in the blood of his enemies. That's one way to do it, I suppose.
He said, "All right. I gotta read this train of things."
Oh, that's a fun one.
So
I
Danielle,
like it.
Danielle said that her husband said a traffic light, and then she said so he can mess with people in traffic.
Cheryl said a plane. That's
Oh.
dark.
Oh,
I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts there. Mom, are you sure you wouldn't want to be a soda machine?
That'd be great.
A doorbell or a statue?
Have you seen
So you
Max?
can get poked and prodded,
Have
or
any-
torn down by someone who just thinks that you're not of stature anymore.
Have any of you seen the movie Maximum Overdrive?
No.
Okay,
I
so it's
guess.
based off a Stephen King story, and it's like there's this alien force, and it makes all like these like trucks, machines, all these things come to life, and they attack us. And my
Basically like AI.
yeah. And my mom's favorite scene in the movie is when a soda machine starts spitting sodas at people, and it like hits this baseball coach in the head so hard it kills him. My favorite is when a steamroller rolled over a kid. So maybe I'll be a steamroller.
Oh wow.
So Cheryl said a plane so she could see the world from above.
Cheryl's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's a really good thing.
That's really nice. We're over here talking about being machines that can murder people. Daniel's over here talking about like messing with people in traffic.
And she could have said a plane so she could drop her shit on people.
We're over here talking about being dildos.
Like literally just dispose of the poop after it's done. Just drop it out of air.
Oh, we got another one.
A TV so I could always be entertained.
Yeah, I would just turn it off.
So just kind of like what you always do.
Oh, that
Oh.
was old. JR, so what would your inanimate object be?
I said though.
You said it.
You did say it.
Oh, you did.
Tampon.
You said a tampon.
And I said he found a way to be covered in the blood of his enemies.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's dark.
Thank
That
you.
is dark.
It's dark.
Thank you. Welcome, people. Pay attention. You gotta be a little quicker than that.
Mm.
All right, what would you be,
What?
Pseudo?
Aries' collar.
Aww. That's actually really cute. I would take his collar off of him so you can experience his cuteness.
I would want to be with my dog. That's my dog. Yeah, my dog.
Zamboni.
Oh, I like it. I would be an air conditioner so it could be as cold as I want.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Actually, you know what? A transformer. Like
Those,
an electric transformer. So
Oh.
I could control all the power.
so you could blow this joint.
What about a generator?
Ooh, a generator.
Wait. I thought you liked guys. I don't get that. What are you talking about?
What do you
A
mean?
generator.
Generator?
I mean, it depends. Like, am I a generator and I'm actually being used, or am I a generator and it's like you set me up and it prevented anything bad from happening because that's how life
Yes.
works?
Or you the one that's set up that never gets used because you're set up and nothing
mischievous
bad ever
thing.
happens. And you just rot.
Washing machine on spin cycle.
Oh.
I heard that.
I did too.
I put the
did-
microphone up to her mouth for that. I saw the mischievous look and I threw the mic in front of her face.
Oh shoot.
No, I actually like girls, Cheryl.
He likes women.
Yes, women.
What about a door? Is
So
it a
somebody
door
can
that's
slam you
used?
every time?
Another door.
Wow, JR. Wow, JR. Wow.
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 It
We're gonna
wants
leave
to
you over there
be
with that,
a
Suda.
tampon. Yes, Cheryl. A
It-
tampon.
it-
Experience.
Just
Experience the bloody mess.
that bloody mess.
He would come back after that day and be like, I want to apologize to you all. I never knew.
I would like to be a shot glass. A shot glass.
Oh, so you could be a Jello shot.
So somebody could throw you at the bartender when they cut you off.
No, so I always get thrown back.
A shock collar.
Oh, a shock collar. But like, I want to be not on a dog though.
Like a human shot.
Yeah, let's make it.
Shock collar.
Let's let. Oh, Danielle said, "Turn my knobs."
Oh, man.
Damn. What about like a ceiling fan?
No.
It's boring.
See, if you're a door, you could also be banged into the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, but then if you bang it into the wall, it gets creaky. You got to put that W40 on it. I mean,
Well, that
come on.
me's it's a
Well,
well-oiled
yeah.
door.
Yeah, you got to put that W40 on it if you use it real good.
You gotta make sure.
Yeah, lube it up.
You gotta make sure you do the proper foreplay. No one wants a creaky door.
You know, I put this
Exactly.
question in there and I was just like, I already knew that this was going to devolve. All right. All right.
I would like to be a jacuzzi.
Ooh. With all the farts and the piss coming out.
Yeah, you know, that's gross.
Yo.
Exactly. Making all them extra bubbles.
You know what? I know what I'd want to be. That tool. Going back to what JR said earlier.
You are a tool. You are a tool. So that's right. You want to be that tool? You
Yes.
are.
That tool that a gyno uses. The duck lips.
Not duck lips.
Wow. You really going in, Cheryl. Doors can be ripped off the wall too.
Ooh.
Wow. Are you saying you're gonna rip Danielle apart?
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Are you talking about, let's see, a speculum? Pseudo? You want to be a speculum?
Is that the what's a speculum?
Yeah, that's
exactly?
that's the stuff that spreads the lips.
Oh yeah. I want to be a speculum.
Duckbill. Yes.
A duckbill.
That's what my mom, that's what my mom taught me to call them.
I want to be a
Duckbill?
speculum.
The speculum is a duckbill.
If I'm an
it
inanimate
does
object,
kind of look like a duckbill.
Looks like a duckbill.
if I'm an inanimate object for a day, I want to be a speculum.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry. You know, people are not only using that for like annual visits. Like sometimes things are wrong.
Oh, I know.
Really?
Ew.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
Word to the wise. They're not
Uh-huh.
fun.
No. You mean the duckbill?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess I picked something terrible
All right.
once again.
All right. We're getting close. It's 10:26. I have one more question for you guys. And this is a question. I actually chose this one specifically because the faceless mother's here and I want to hear what she has to say about it.
Okay.
It's a surprise question. Cheryl said you're a quack. Okay. Last question of the night. Have you heard about the trouble White House stenographers are having?
No.
Apparently, Trump talks so much that they're having trouble documenting everything that he's saying, and they're talking about hiring more people.
Oh my
Good luck.
God.
There are not many good ones left.
Apparently, he spoke 22. There were more than 22,000 words on Inauguration Day and another 17,000 when he visited disaster sites in North Carolina and California.
Jeez.
Well, I want to know the faceless mother's thoughts because she edits legal documents.
Oh, I am curious. What is she gonna say?
I am too. This is actually. I'm more intrigued by this. I'm not even watching the screen anymore.
Yeah, I'm not. I should have had popcorn for this one.
Well, there's not many good stenographers left,
Stenographer.
although they think they are. You know, if you ever see when they do the screens, the news.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that? The
Oh, the people who do the closed
Telegra-
captions.
Yeah.
teleprompter.
did you ever read them?
Oh yeah, they're off every time. I
Yeah,
watch.
and
Everything I
those-
watch with closed captions.
Those are stenographers.
They're terrible.
Whoa.
They're
Yes.
terrible. They misspell words left and right, left and right.
No. Okay, number one, the computer is taking the stenography and it's turning it into English. What they did is they put it into their dictionary incorrectly.
Okay. All right. So that sucks.
Yeah.
That's a big problem. But the funniest thing I see is they like forget whole parts of the sentence and then they skip them, or they're running behind. So like there's a delay that's like you got like a minute until it comes up. I watch everything with closed captions. I'm weird. Everything I watch with closed captions.
First of all, if there's something missing, it's not quick enough to write it. They have to keep up with the person speaking.
Oh,
It doesn't automatically appear.
I know that. I know that.
So the White House stenographers are like Trump talks too much.
Do they have a job?
Maybe not soon.
Well, they got too lazy with Biden, who didn't speak at all.
Listen,
Yeah.
the article I got it from AP News didn't say it like that, but they pretty much said it's a big change from Biden, who pretty much didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty
So they-
easy to
did-
put closed captions for a snore.
They said it more nicely, but they did suggest the same thing.
Yeah, because they're not used to it. They're not trained. She's
Well,
right.
I mean, they had a big break for a little while.
I just feel like you'd
Exactly.
know the most about this faceless mother.
They don't type. It's not typing. It is a form of writing with a machine. And it is not, each letter is not typed out. They are phrases, just TAT at that time. That's it, except you learn how to read the theory after it's typed. And sometimes it could mean a whole phrase. So they could do it if they wanted to. It seems like they're out of practice.
Yeah.
And only the best are supposed to be moving up that far, but because of what's been happening, that's not what's happening either. You don't know who has those jobs. So,
Nepotism.
not just nepotism. It's, I'm not going to say it, but, you know, they fit the bill.
The faceless mother should apply to be a White
Gotcha.
House stenographer.
Well,
We
I agree- I
have
agree
one
with-
that
I
can
agree with
keep
that.
up.
I mean, back in the day,
Daniel said he doesn't know how to speak less.
back in the day, she's right. You had to know this stuff. And if you weren't good, you were fired.
Ooh, yes.
Mm,
Doesn't this bring up what
Okay.
Pseudo's always talking about with the efficiency department?
The efficiency department, the efficiency department, the efficiency department, the efficiency
No,
department.
you're right. Back
And
in
what
the-
are you about to get into?
But
Because I
you-
know where you're
yeah,
about to
you're
go, and I
right.
want to hear it.
Okay,
I want you to say
I was
it.
trying to bring it back to JR without doing it in that kind of way.
Because I agree with her. I agree with her. Our society has gotten to a point where we gotten lazy. We want technology to do all the work for us, but we forget how to do script writing. We forget the basic principles and the tools we used to learn. And you had to learn these things, because if you didn't, you couldn't move forward. She's right. Some of this is a dying thing.
That's not where I thought you were going.
No, I wasn't going with that. No. I wasn't going to go there. But I agree with her. If we
And
don't-
I'll take it a step further.
okay.
Technology fails.
Yes.
And there was a time when you knew technology as a stenographer.
Yep.
And when technology failed, you had a backup on your writer that was in ink,
Yes.
paper and ink.
That's
And
right.
when the technology failed, you took that paper and you transcribed it by reading it.
Exactly.
That is a lost art. There's people who just are not capable anymore, yet they have those jobs and they shouldn't.
That's why
Well,
it's
you
good
see
to be-
even in the hearings in Congress, you'll see them changing once in a while. You never see any young ones. It's a dying art, and it is an art form. And a lot of people don't know how it is, and that's why they're trying to change it in the court system. And let me tell you, all of this AI, all of this listening and putting it down, you would not believe what comes out on transcripts that are not written by a human being, because they can be changed, they've been altered. It's
Blasphemy.
they need to go back to the just like everything else. They need to go back to the very beginnings of when they taught stenographers and get back to it, because I know some very good ones in the federal court system, and the young ones don't cut it like the older ones, and they don't want to work that hard. They just don't.
No,
Hunger.
because technologies has made it easy and convenient. The sad part about it is, if we keep going down this path, technology is going to get us lazier and lazier.
And lazier. And lazier.
Yep. And then when it comes down, what technology is going to say, and what she's saying is AI will control us because that's
Yeah.
what it's doing.
We all
making
seen
us more
Wally.
stupid.
Like
Yeah.
I said a few episodes ago, we're turning into Wally. We're turning into
Yeah.
Wally.
But,
No.
But
No.
wait. I just want to add this. There will be humans that will know the old world. They'll have that
Tenacity.
tenacity, and they'll have the new world. There will be a few that will have both.
Yeah.
And those will be dangerous with AI. It's not many of us. But
I was
we're
trying to
out there.
find the average salary of a White House stenographer.
What is it?
Oh, okay.
I want you to know that I think you should continue working for yourself. It's like between 40 and 84. They said the average is 64,000 a year.
Nah, they should make it at least 90 to 100.
Now listen,
I
I'm just
mean,
saying. I'm just saying.
There's
Like,
people in
if
that
I have-
office
if I
that
have
do
to,
less that get paid more
if
I
I
know,
have
I
to
know.
document
without getting political.
everything that Trump says, I want more than 64,000 a year because I have to make these
Of
words
course.
huge,
And I'm not saying just the,
big, huge.
Of course.
really big, really huge.
Like the biggest of all time.
the largest.
Like I'm documenting the largest contribution he's made to society out of all presidents.
Okay.
No, I'm making fun of how he speaks. Anyway, it's funny,
No,
and I'm
I
entertained
agree
by it.
with you. I agree with you.
So everyone should learn how to function without computers.
Absolutely.
Just in case. For instance, a stenographer. You have those notes. They can be produced. They can be mailed. It may take longer, like it used to, but then someone knows how to read those notes, and they, oh my goodness, type them up on documents.
Yeah.
And
Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
and
Oh my
everyone
goodness.
should know how. Everyone should know the backup system. It shouldn't be all computers, and if computers go down, we're screwed.
We are. We are. I think we
Yes.
should have both.
Society has become very self-reliant on computers.
If computers go down, let the looting begin.
Let the loading start.
That's why, and I don't want to get into it, but I want to say this: going digital with money is the worst thing to do. I hope they don't do it.
Oh, JR. I personally like paper documents. I agree with you. I like paper documents for everything. I do.
I mean, I like physically writing things because it's
Because
all
think about
research
it.
shows when you physically write something down, you're more likely to remember it.
Do you know what's
Absolutely.
crazy? Let's take this a step further. You have a Google, right? And we all use Google.
You have a Google.
We all have a Google.
No, I have a Google. I was
Of a
gonna say
Google.
I was gonna make a Google joke too.
We all have a Google. I'm calling it
Right,
Google
right.
because it's
No,
a fucking
no.
vagina. All right.
There, it comes from a movie, Google. Ma.
Okay. So we all have a Google, and you get a document sent over to you to e-sign, right? That document that you're e-signing is connected to your Google account, right? Your Google account. It goes on your Google Drive, right? What happens if you don't pay for your Google Drive and you overfill it? Then suddenly that document is deleted from everywhere. And that document that you signed, that's a personal document that you relied on Google to keep for you, is gone. Do not
Yeah.
rely on computers to store personal documents and
Suda,
personal information.
Suda, are you asking what happens when you overfill your Google?
Oh, I know what happens when you overfill your Google. You get a baby. And that baby is born with a Google
I
account.
guess all those babies. I guess all those babies have been canceled.
Yeah, you get a social security number and a Google account.
Yeah, you get a social security number and a Google account. That's how it starts. And
Welcome to the world. Congratulations.
And-
Here's your Google.
and if your parents are hipsters or people who have a hard time, you get an Apple account as well.
Wow.
Wow.
Because at least Samsung doesn't do that.
Not yet.
They have their own.
Yeah, but you don't
Thing
have to.
going
You
on,
don't
I'm
have to. You don't have to sign up to use it.
I mean, Samsung Health.
I've never.
Samsung Health is suddenly like hey, we want to be able to like use this information for things, and it's like, no, I don't need you tracking my steps that badly, thanks.
No matter how many times Bixie yells at me that I need to sit here and sign in so I could use their app, blah blah blah.
I'll tell you one thing.
I have never signed up for a Samsung account, and I still use their phone every day. Now, if you have an iPhone account, you have to sign up for their account immediately to use it.
Well,
Slow
I'll tell you
clap.
this. I'll
That's
tell you
bringing AIDS
this.
back. Ooh.
Oh, oops. I didn't mean to clap for that.
Got you.
I'll tell you this. AI, it could get dangerous. They could rewrite the Constitution.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Think about it.
Yep. If we don't have a physical copy of it, they could
Hey,
change it.
AI over here like...
I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day that you're signing like personal documents for like. Let's say you
Rusty said, go for it.
No, you're waiting for the day you walk into your house and it talks to you. Hello, Vinny.
Oh, we've seen that movie. They put it on
Yeah.
Disney back in the day on Disney
Okay,
Channel.
I promise you it wouldn't be his house because I don't plan on having any of that in my house. So if he wants to live with me, Godspeed to him.
No, but like
Would you like the TV?
I'm
on?
waiting for.
Oh my gosh, I actually have to open the refrigerator on my own.
I'm waiting for the
What will I
day.
ever do?
I'm waiting for the day that you sign like a lease for an apartment or a lease for a house, right? And you sign a lease for it, and it's online in this digital space, right? And they change it when you violate the contract. They change it, but they don't tell you that they changed it
That's
because they
right.
don't expect that you read it, and they don't expect
That's
that you have
right.
the original copy printed out.
But
And
you
they
do.
get away with it left and right, and it takes like millions of people until they get caught because
Oh.
one person was
Millions.
conveniently.
Oh, better yet.
It's called
better
telling
yet.
the lawyer, no, I'm signing it in person. You have that right.
Yes, you do.
You do not have to sign it online.
Yep, I know.
That's right.
We save and print.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
but,
say,
yeah,
like, you could also,
Think-
like, yeah, download these documents immediately upon signing. So,
Yep, you save and print. Save and print. Save and print.
It's-
Save and print. Don't save to.
okay. Should we save and print, Pseudo?
Yeah, we're done. We're saving and printing. Let's get out of here.
You're gonna save and print? Well, then,
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't have Alexa or Google in your house. Yeah, he saves and print. We'll delete the files. when he's
Alexa,
done.
what does it mean to save and print?
Hey,
Hey Google, what does it mean to save and print?
Hey, Cortana, I need to Google something.
Right.
For
right.
Google.
Or how about this? Somebody wants to frame you. AI, could you recreate a document that's fake? But make it
Yeah.
look real?
I mean, they're already making deep fakes of people claiming that
Yeah.
they're having illicit affairs.
Yes, exactly. That's what AI does. And I agree with the voice in the back of the room,
What
number
happens
2.
in Menendez?
Oh.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine they take AI and put it into a crime scene? It
You
says,
imagine
AI,
the
could you-"
day
Yeah.
that there's no
I mean,
religion?
I kind of want to use AI to assess this house I saw for sale for talking about crime scenes.
Well, think about it. Yeah. AI Sally, she'll say, "Oh, Kate, house at 2238 had 2 murders and was haunted a few times. Recommend on a scale of 1 to 10. 7 is your rating for this house."
Keep talking
Taxes.
dirty to me. Damn.
Oh yeah, I like when you talk
Sounds like my kind of house. Ow.
I was told to never use this voice. We've been on long enough that this voice is
Rated out of 7. I'm used to a 6. Damn.
Yeah, Jr. Jr.
I'm just saying, it's bad. It's really bad. I
Yeah.
I don't want AI.
No. I'm happily content with how, with you know, being unplugged a lot of the time. But yes,
Yeah.
over here, courthouse stenographers can't keep up, and yeah, let's. I guess the takeaway is we need to stop being overly reliant on technology, and that comes from
Absolutely.
a professional in the field. She nodded affirmatively.
I bet she did.
Yeah. All right. Well, like, subscribe, share it around. We're gonna say goodnight right here. JR, anything you gotta say?
Yes.
Oh, next week we got a big announcement, so please tune in.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
We'll do it after question 2.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. It was a pleasure having you guys. Always fun. Stay hot, stay cool. Peace, love, and happiness. And we're signing out.
Remember, JR is an inanimate object that gets shoved in people. Bye.
Thanks.